Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans. What we do around here, is bring about conversations of a um, continual psychological and coaching related nature. We try to do that as often as we can, usually several times per week, although my schedule at this time of year is a bit rough. But we do have over 1,200 of these available for your listening schedule, your listening pleasure. This is things that will make a relationship last. We will have two in this series. The first is willingness to commit. Now, commitment doesn't always mean wedding bells, it doesn't always mean long term agreements, but it means being fully engaged in trying to make the level at which you're involved with the other person beneficial for them. And so that level of connection, that level of willingness to commit to hearing the other person out, that level of commitment to compromise, that level of commitment to making decisions that are healthy and smart and good for you, can all lead in directions that are super valuable, but also can lead to directions that are maybe something more in line with what we have our needs to be, and so that becomes somewhat challenging. Lots of times people are struggling to find the right way to behave or the right way to look at the world, and that ultimately gets can get in the way of making those longer term commitments and or connections. So that's one factor there. Another factor kind of is looking at the nature of things going in a direction that is, um, you know, kind of meaningful and masterful. We kind of need to look at um, connecting with people on a level of high energy or energy that at least shows excitement or intrigue in getting to know a person, keeping your energy high and or keeping the nature of the relationship light is another way that things will last. Understanding that, people are constantly dealing with perceptions of stressors, and what stresses you out might not stress the other person out. But if a person only sees the relationship with you as a source of stress, or the relationship with you as a source of challenge, and or it's never light, it's never easy, it's never fun, it's never carefree, they're going to pull back. Whereas if you give them the sense that they can come to you and kind of be relaxed and kind of be stress free and not have to worry about much for the future and just be in the moment, and present moment mindedness is at the center, there is that too. Understanding your sense of purpose both inside and outside the relationship will in fact cause the relationship to have a higher than normal level of lasting or staying power. This is because when a person believes that you are expecting them to be your solution and or expecting them to, for lack of a better term, kind of connect with you in a solution filled way, that can be problematic. That can be extremely stressful and difficult and a bit of a hardship. But when we understand that focus is ultimately, um, kind of a stress point, kind of something that's a little overwhelming, we then begin to understand how to connect on a deeper level with the future we're trying to create. And so, having that purpose, both outside of the relationship, that is, who am I as an individual, but also who am I in relation to my partner and their desires for the future, their desires for the present moment, the things they need, emotional help with or just support with. All of these are important factors to consider. The next thing is knowing interdependence. That is, being willing to be vulnerable enough to let your partner help you where you need it or admit you need help if you need it, but also kind of looking at things from a different perspective. That is, the understanding that, hey, this is, not going the way I intended it to go, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I am in a horrible space or a bad space or whatever the case may be. It just means that I need to be more alert and aware to the things that need to happen in order for life to balance out for me in the future. And looking for that balance and knowing that balance and understanding that balance is an important factor in making relationships last. Hopefully, this is beneficial, helpful, and useful for you. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.